Okay, so after a lot of exploring, I've been almost 10,000 blocks out east, 10,000 blocks out west, about 5 or 6,000 blocks out south, and found a few cool things, but nothing major. At the moment, I'm in the base of the wheat farm, because I think for trading purposes I need to start looking at potatoes and carrots. And I figure it's going to have the same sort of timing device. I'm sort of just trying to gauge the size and how big I need to build this next farm. Is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, about 22 blocks long. I'm thinking I'm gonna hollow out this hill, and if I have room, put probably potatoes and carrots side by side. Start digging and we'll see what sort of room we've got to work with. They'll probably involve a bit of terraforming to rebuild it all up, but this should be long enough. By the time I get down to here, it should be long enough for what I need. But yeah, it's going to be much simpler than the wheat farm. I've come across a lot of sand and gunpowder, so I'll have a bit more fun blowing things up. So, fair to say a lot has changed since I last hit record. I mined out the whole cave that I wanted to do. I've made sure... Where did I put the water? Oh wait, yeah, the water's back here on both sides. It's actually been a while since I've been playing with this. The hoppers are lines all in and the droppers are all connected up, which... Yeah, I wish I didn't do that. That one's not going to work now. Oh, seriously? Note for the future, don't do that. Okay, so... in theory at the moment, all I need to do is press that button. And it will flood down to all the hoppers. Press the button again and it all goes away. So really I just need to plant it all and get a villager in here, I think. And then set up a lot of redstone. Well, that is 2 stacks of potatoes. That's probably going to be about 3.5 stacks I'm going to need just to fill this in. Set up the little home for the villager when they get them over here. And I reckon a storage system will be in here. The grand plan will be to make carrots on this side and have carrots and potatoes back to back. So, why are they popping out? Yeah, there's a couple of spots around here that just don't seem to want to hold potatoes. All the potatoes are grown now. Let's go for a test fire and see if all the water actually gets into the hoppers. Well, probably not if I didn't have that there. I bet that's all of them. While I'm at it, I placed in the observer, which will detect the growth pattern, and mined out the hole underneath the farm. So that's the a dropper's there and a dispenser there. The back of the observer runs down here. I'm all ready to hook up everything, I think. And when I'm ready, I think I just need to power that block. That should work. So the big problem is with a design like this is there's a lot of waiting for the testing. At the moment, there it is. So that is the planted stage. So that's the update for when it gets. No, it's not. That's the update for ages. It's just been planted. So we're in age 2, and this one seems so much slower to grow than the wheat. But yeah, he's just age 1, but starts at 0. That is actually the second stage. So I actually flipped over the redstone to the other side because I want to take the outputs from this side. It just was back to front to make sense. So by the time it gets to, what's that, 0, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, so fully grown, sends out the signal, which goes up to the top, which connects into the line of sensors to flood the field. The water will cause an update, which will send a signal through here with a fair bit of delay in it, which will then send another signal through to turn it all off and take the water back. At this stage, I've done a couple tests and it seems like the water updates with the counter to this one. So this one or this one and the last one, depending on the way I pull the signal and where I send it from there. And there we see where testing can become hazardous. I did not expect that. Okay, so all of my tests linked from the harvest stage have the O land in this one. So this be the one that should go up and over back to the start. Be sitting in there, villager plants it, and it moves into this stage, age 0. I think that's right. Bit of cobble. Take that back. And 3 more. I think it's time to swap out all that glass. One. Right, so villager just planted it. Should be in the second dropper. And there's a thunderstorm. There, sweet. That should work. Okay, so now I just got to work on the system. Where am I? That actually separate enough potatoes for the villager to regrow. So that's 5 stacks. And it hasn't worked. Okay, I think this is more promising. Except it takes a lot of potatoes to trigger it at the moment. Because I need to really remove one of these dust. And make it only 1, 2, 3 pieces long. Waiting for it. Let's help this along a bit. At some point, that dust should come on now. Filling up in this one and not. A lot of potatoes still. So this is my attempt at splitting enough items, some for the villager, some for the storage. But it is not working and it's heavily redstone reliant. It needs to go. It relied on waiting until there was enough items in the chest to give enough redstone signal. And when it had given that redstone signal, it locked off a hopper and sent it down the other way. But it didn't work. There's also this elevator system, which also needs to go because it's faulty. Don't know what I did wrong with it. I swear it's the same design as it was over in the wheat farm, but it's going to. So at this point, I've now redesigned the farm, the collection point. I've moved the water, placed the hoppers under the water. I just think it looks a bit neater than the fence post did. I've put in a new elevator, which removes all the minecart tracks from the old system. I've put in a lot of dirt so I don't flood away all the redstone. Pretty much set it up so half the farm will go to storage and half the farm will go to the villager. I put in a new elevator, which works a lot nicer. Press something in and it's up and it's gone. Let's see if I can catch it. Oh, that's the iron one. There it is, there's the diamond one. So same, we'll throw some in here. And that goes up into the hoppers above, which goes into the actual chests. And that looks so much cooler. So that's working and that's great. Okay, here we go. Here's a Fletcher, so hopefully he farms. Past that point, close the gate. I've connected into this railway down here somewhere. And the track leading into the base. Now why do I always do this at night? Should see him, there he is. I think I've given enough powered rails so he should just keep going. Oh, there's a lot of baddies. Alright. No other way in, is it? Now to get him out of the cart. And I give him a lily pad. But that is an awesome sign that he instantly saw the door That's not a good sign. Okay, let's... Doesn't even help, I haven't blocked off the other side. Why can't he come in? What are you? You're gonna be wheat. He's gonna be filled with wheat. Wait, I just need him to plant it all. He'll eventually empty himself out and then I can start filling him with potatoes. And the lily pad that sits above the door. That's not a good system. I'm at a huge loss on what to do here. I did not want to do that, but I think my lily pad just got sorted. There it is. Alright. I will keep playing. This will be a lot of waiting, I reckon. I need that villager to empty out everything he's got. I think we might be farming wheat for a little bit. So very realistically, I just gave him 3 stacks of potatoes, and because he wasn't doing anything. He might have only had 1 thing of wheat on him. Now he's planting, and I guess we'll see how far he gets. Okay, so planting is not an issue. It's good to know. He seems to retreat back to the house, which is even better. That means I can just make some system that when he's in here, all the potatoes fire at him. But I think I need to make sure that all he's got is potatoes. So I need to find a way to flood this room easier. That was not ideal. It popped the bucket, didn't it? That looks kinda cool. I've potentially horribly broken all of it, but alright, let's go fix all that. Well, at this point, I have a slight problem. He escaped. Might have been due to the fact that I left his house without a wall. I think it might be easier just to get another one. I'm still minus a villager, but I've got a system now where if my new villager is standing on any of these 3 pressure plates, it should stop. It's still firing down, still raining. And step back on. Here goes again. Oh, that means I shouldn't be wasting any potato. Uh-oh. So the pressure plates just trigger this redstone, turn it on. The torch has that hopper back there locked. So all the potatoes will build up from that hopper back. When this stuff's triggered, it flips the torch to turn off, and all the stuff will flow through and up. Probably not the easiest way to do it, but it was the easiest way for me. Okay, so let's throw in a stack of cobble. If I've done this right, this side for the villager, that side is for storage. So go through. There we go. Off. Stops. On, off. On, off. How did I make it glitch that first time? Okay, well, be a lot happier with this. Take 2 of this. This one's a farmer this time. So knows what he's got. He's probably gonna be loaded with wheat this time. Alright. Oh, something's shooting at me. I think I actually ran out of track, so we'll see how this goes. I think I'm like 2 pieces short. Oh good, he stops. Get out the cart. And hopefully this works. Nothing in the system. I need to get some potatoes for him. Hoping the lighting's enough. Put some archways in to make it feel a bit more less like, I don't know, I put some archways in. Felt like the good idea at the time. He's not planting. Oh good. Potatoes? It's a good sign. Right, throw these in there. Hopefully we can test that. Probably have to wait until night falls. Make sure I've got... Hasn't planted anything there yet. Means I need to make sure I've got that which is in the first one, so when he plants it moves to the second one. I think we're all ready to go. Well, I can hear the redstone ticking. I can just see potatoes firing up. And I think that's probably the best shot I'm going to get at that. Guess the real test is he going to come out and plant them all when it's daytime again? The real trick is also, after I've done with this one, then I have to go back and fix up that one. Any second now he should trigger the first stage of growth. Just needs to... There he goes. I could hear the click, I don't know if you guys will. But that means it's... Oh, I still have you. What about you? There we go. I might stop recording here to deal with some unfinished business. I think I'm at the point now where I think I can call this one done. Except for just tidying up this room a bit. But that can happen later. Because what I really want to do next is probably back on a carrot and beetroot farm on this side. We'll see how that goes. Hey! He's not interested in it. Until next time guys, thanks for watching.